how do you make the old Stickfingers combo deck actually work? I looked at the list. This list is of a deck that was featured recently in some historic Brawl tournaments. It's very interesting because it relies on a combo animating Razaketh and then tutoring up some pieces that loop, namely the Great Hinge and Paradox Engine with Nyx Bloom Ancient, creates a ton of mana, loops indefinitely basically, and you mill out the opponent with the Pestilent Cauldron. Now, there were some flaws that I saw on that list, and the deck ran into some problems during the tournament, namely against removal and counter spells. So I added a bit more hand hate. The list originally does include some hand hate like the rest, but it doesn't include agonizing remorse or check for traps, for instance. So I added a little bit more. I removed the tutors and I removed the ramp, and instead I'm adding more land because I need to make sure that we hit the necessary amount of land. I ran the hypergeometric calculator and it got improved to 93% probability of getting enough land, and that's the best that I could do. It was a lot worse than that. What else did I add? A little bit more creatures, because the combo, in order to go off, you need at least one creature on the battlefield. Could be a token. You can't actually run any more creature cards in the deck, so you have to rely on token makers. So I added a few token makers or creature makers like Emergent Sequence that also ramp. Now, Elian's Intervention is an interesting one because you can look up for Colony Garden and create a token and ramp a little bit at the same time. Same goes for Jugan Defends the Temple. It creates a creature that also ramps. So those are pretty good. I also added Shadow of the Squirrel, for instance. So those little creatures are going to be important because if they kill all Stickfingers, and they will, a commander usually doesn't last long on the battlefield, let's be honest, in Historic Brawl. So when that happens, you're still going to have a creature to start off the combo. Otherwise, you're relying a little bit too much on Stickfingers, I think. And if it gets killed, then your whole combo goes off the rails. So that's pretty much it. I haven't actually tried the deck yet. Let's try it out. Let's jump into some games, see what happens. We're up against Feldon Ronom Excavator. Is this like a burn aggro deck? That might be a problem. What do you need in the opening hand? Something to reanimate, hand hate, which we don't in this case, and a way to create a creature, which we do. The Great Hinge is pretty bad in the opening hand. I mean, it's one of the pieces that you look for, so that's, I guess, one fewer tutor. But no hand hate. It's kind of rough. Against red, though, hand hate might not be good against mono red. So I'm going to keep on the hopes that if this is an aggro deck, actually hand hate's not going to do much for us. Okay, that's pretty good. We get a creature here. Phyrexian Tower might help us ramp a little bit, as well as Emergent Sequence here. I don't know if I want to get rid of the plant though. Because if they kill all Stickfingers and we get rid of the plant, then we have no creature to create the combo with. Here though, and we need a Swarm for this to come untapped. Here though, we have either 2 mana or 3 if we sack the creature. I think we only need 2 mana. Let's go get us Swamp with this. We could have also, I guess, played Jugan, sorry, Defends the Temple. but it creates a similar situation to emergent sequence. So there's not much difference. Okay, opponent is aggro. We do have a lot of creature removal, but we didn't start with any. Maybe we should have mulliganed to get some creature hate. And the opponent undid our ramp, so I guess let's redo it. Next turn we're gonna have 5 mana, assuming the monk lives, and we might go for the old Stickfingers. Opponent is turning creatures sideways. Also, you kinda need 12 life for the combo to work. So I think we're a little low on life, but we do have the Great Henge in hand, so that's one fewer step we have to take. And that might be actually relevant. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go off here just because of the life limitation. We're gonna have enough, more than enough creatures, I think. So we might even consider blocking here. We don't need old Stickfingers to live necessarily. So it's not a complete blowout if they manage to kill it. Okay, of course. I'm gonna actually decline here because we need fodder in the graveyard. Opponent is afraid of the combo, but we still have one creature left. Can they kill it? If they can, then we are officially screwed. Can we block? I don't think we can. Not anymore. I'm afraid we're too low life total here. And we might not be able to make it. Oh, we got a new creature in the saga, so maybe we could have blocked. Let's see. Necromancer, step 1. I don't think we have enough life, but I'm gonna go through the motions anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay X, I don't think. Wait, are we missing 1 mana here? Maybe I don't have it, actually. Okay, let's see. I think we're missing 1 mana. We lost the ramp monk, and that was important. But now we have blockers. Take action. Yeah, we have 0 mana. No attacks. if we can gain some life with the Great Hinge and go for Paradox Engine, maybe we can gain enough life. Wait, was I supposed to tutor here? I don't think so, because we don't have any mana. And I already played the land for turn, so there's no reason to tutor for anything. Oh, I could have tutored for the 0 mana Mox. You're right. Okay, so that was incorrect. Should have tutored for that. Okay, what we can do here is block and sack, so they don't receive damage. We can go for Paradox Engine, I think. Let's see. Okay, let's just respect the combo, I guess, because I think we have 5 mana here. We could play the Great Hinge, but I think we need Feign Death in this situation. If they attempt to kill another creature, we can tutor. Okay. I think we got him. We're at 3 though. That's dangerously low. We need to pay 2 life here. That might help us. That extra life, you know. Let's see. That remnant trigger is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Duress, okay. Exile 2 cards. And now I can go to the command zone. Do they scoop? Not yet, not yet. But you can tell they are afraid. You can feel, you can smell the fear. Okay. So in response, I'm gonna sack the Necromancer here. And go get some protection. Tamiyo's safekeeping seems good. It also gains us life, which is cute. It loses indestructible, but it has hexproof, so everything is fine. Don't worry. Do not worry. I think we go for the Paradox Engine, actually. Is it even there? There it is. Can we cast it? Guess we can, and then we can duress. Wait, why is it saving this? Let's do it like this. We chatter. And boom! Decline. Gain 2 life, thank you. Do it again. Because I can. Decline. Gain 2 life. Tutor. Okay, now we're going to get the final piece of the combo, folks. This is exciting stuff. This is the first time I played this deck, by the way. Not too shabby. I know. Wait a minute. We don't have black. Do not worry. We can get black. Wait, this puts it into your hand. I thought this put it into play. I guess we already played a land this turn, right? So, do not worry. There are many ways that we can solve this situation. One of them is Harrow. Another way is the Mox. Let's go for the Mox. Okay, so Cauldron. And Milia. Doesn't even target. Nice. Okay, the client seems to be having like some trouble with the milling animation, but it's fine. Duressia. QQ. Milia. I'm trying to target the opponent. You don't actually need to even click on the opponent. Up to 14. We can do it again. Let's go for a land. Okay, I don't know what's happening with Arena. Are you okay, Arena? Let's go for this just in case we need an extra creature, but I don't think so. QQ. And every time, every iteration, we're gaining 2 more life, so the process shouldn't be that long. And we can always cast Stickfingers for 0. Kind of worried that we're running out of time here. So I'm just gonna cast this, not even gonna QQ. So that we can do this as fast as possible. We have enough mana, I'd say. Oh no, we gotta do it one more time. Yeah, whatever. Confirm 0, come on! Arena! No! Decline! No! No attacks. One more time. Just in time. Did we do it? Would we freaking do it on the first try? Amazing. Second game up against Casmina Enigma Sage. Super Friends, probably. So, check for traps is gonna be good. Creature removal, probably not, but we don't have any in the hand. We have a way to reanimate, which is a key. We have ramp and additional creatures in here, so I think we keep. Go for the blackness. Do we check for traps, or do we foretell, or do we ramp? Let's check for traps. Opponent hide something. That's scary. We're not going to be able to take whatever they put on top. And if it's like counter magic or something, we're screwed, potentially. Into the Royal and Blink of an Eye both are pretty bad. Both are pretty much the same, aren't they? They both draw a card. We're gonna have to go blind a little bit into this, and it might not work out, especially if we don't draw any more hand disruption. Yeah. Let's ramp a little bit. I considered foretelling, but I think foretelling is not correct here. We need 5 mana for old Stickfingers, and foretelling this doesn't give me mana for old Stickfingers. Those colors don't usually kill creatures, but they might bounce the forest. Mastery doesn't do anything. It does exile a Planeswalker, so it might be relevant. But we didn't see Planeswalker in the... We didn't see any Planeswalkers in their hand. We can go for Stickfingers here, actually. Let's do it. If they don't have a way to actually counter the ability, we're fine. They can counter old Stickfingers himself, but that's not gonna do anything. They don't even counter it, but they're probably gonna bounce it, which is fine by me. Yeah. Especially if they tap out, we can reanimate here. Unless we need to definitely get rid of Kasmina, which I don't think we have to. And there's some extra hand hate here. We could hand hate and destroy Kasmina. Or we can go for the summon undead. I think we need an extra mana. We can't go for the combo right now. Wait a minute. We could... Maybe we can? No. I don't think we can. We go for... If it's an elf. Yeah, it's not an elf. Do you think we have enough? Do we try it? Let's try it just for science. Because, oh yeah, I don't think we have enough. Because we need to feign death. We need the mocks. Wait, can we go for this? Ugh, I did it wrong, didn't I? Okay. Not sure. I guess I should have gone for the mocks there. But then I don't have an additional creature to go get feign death. And now it's in the hand. We could discard it at the end of the turn. I mean, that's one way to do it. We can't play anything. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Do we even have any instants? We have Baleful Mastery, so we should be able to play that, no problem. Okay. Now's the time. Let's see what happens. Maybe the opponent tries to protect their commander here. They don't. So that means they're probably holding interaction. This is probably an extra turn. They don't want to take it right now, I guess. Okay, they tap out. That's huge. Can we go for it? Young Necromancer gets... Okay, let's go one step at a time here. Okay, wait a minute. First, we gotta exile. Then we choose the target. The rest doesn't do much here. We need an additional creature, which we don't have. So we can't go off this turn. We need to give them a turn. They can prevent all damage all day. I don't care about that. Let's see if they can find an answer. They can scry, but that doesn't draw them a card. They can take an extra turn, presumably here. Yeah. And that way they can draw the extra card. But is it what they need? They scry again, trying to find an answer. They go bottom. They can't find it. Does Narset do anything? No, because we don't actually draw any cards. We don't need to draw cards to win. But that might let them find something. Let's see. Does a counter do it? I guess a bounce disrupts our combo, but only if they do it right now. If they wait for a turn, it's too late. They find a Planeswalker. Does that do anything? It scries and it draws cards. Maybe if they draw here, they might be able to find something. But if they scry, I don't think that's enough. And they can prevent damage, but we're not gonna win by dealing damage to them. I think they're counting on these fog effects for their survival. Okay. We need a creature, which could be Stickfingers. There's still one creature in the yard. Or it could be the Caravan. Either way, they essentially cost 2 mana. So, I don't think it matters too much. Let's go with this. X0. Let's go get Feign Death. I don't think this does anything because it's tapped. It does gain us 1 life. And move the commander to command zone, decline. We need 2 cards in the yard. Feign Death. Do we have 2 cards in the yard? We do. We have 3 even. Okay, so Feign Death on the young Necromancer. Let's go. I know the opponent doesn't have any interaction, so we're free to do as we please here. We should be able to win if the rope doesn't get us. Great Hinge is what we need now. Choose 2 cards to exile. Take action. Return the Nyx Bloom, which we don't even have to actually choose because it's the only creature. Great Hinge. We go for it. We go for it. What now? Do we need more tokens here before we can do something? I guess we could play this, and we don't need the extra tokens. Let's go for blackness. We can sack the young necromancy. Yeah, I think that's better because this creates mana. And plus, one creature in the graveyard makes Stickfingers survive. We go for the engine now. Did I pass it? There she blows. And now I think we're in business. QQ time. Let's go get us a land. We still have one timer, so it's not the end of the world yet. Let's go get the Nexus. That's fine. I don't think it's gonna be extremely important. QQ. Summon Undead. Take action. Narset is gonna come into play here, but decline. We don't care about drawing cards. We can sack it again. And go find our Wincon. The Pestilence. Where is it? Pestilent Cauldron. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck, opponent knows what's happening and they scoop here. We don't have to go through it. Yeah. We don't need to click on the opponent. Remind me of that. QQ. Stickfingers. 0. And it should live, so not that it matters a lot, I don't think. But it does allow us to go for another tutor. Gaining life is important, so I'm still gonna QQ. And we're out of cards to play. Let's find something, anything. Sure. That creates a zombie if needed. But really, we just want to play any spell to keep milling the opponent. 55, huh? I think we can just play all Stickfingers ad nauseam here. And QQ. Take action. Sure, whatever. We just want to untap. No damage is gonna be done to you, opponent. Do not worry. Old Stickfingers for 0. Some people might say this is not an Old Stickfingers combo, but just look how many times have we cast our commander in this game. It's gonna cost 8 more next time. So yes, Stickfingers is very much part of the combo. Take action. Not just the tutor for the creatures, but it's actually part of the engine. Let's go for another Planeswalker because opponent likes them. Let's give him the Planeswalkers. All are Planeswalkers. Look, opponent, I also have Planeswalkers. Do you want to play with Planeswalkers? And that's 2 for 2 so far. The deck works. And we're up against Roscoe, of course. Our favorite commander. We need hand disruption, we need a reanimate spell, and we need a creature. We have 2 of those things. I think we mulligan, honestly. We can't play against Roscoe without hand disruption. There she blows. We have creatures, and now we don't have a reanimate spell, so we're just gonna need to get a little bit lucky here. Let's Inquisition them right off the bat. Okay. That could be a problem. But it's not an instant speed. I guess it's not a problem. Not if we go off in the same turn. If we pass, it's definitely a problem. I guess the talisman is much more of a problem. So let's take care of that. No ramp. No counter spells. Sus. Okay, we can maybe get this out of the way. Try to scry for an animate dead kind of effect. We already have squirrels, thank you. Faceless agent, really? What? Are you okay, opponent? I guess Tasha is also dangerous, right? Not if we can attack her somehow. I think we kill this and we make a squirrel, and that at least gives us some board presence against Tasha if they decide to go that route. Show them that we do have creatures. Okay, that's terrible for us. Although it's gonna be an expensive creature for sure. Can we kill that with Heartless Act, or maybe Inquisition them again? That doesn't sound too bad, you know. Let's go for the Inquisition. Okay, they got Razaketh, of course. 8 mana counterspell. Yeah. Opponent with the big creatures in Roscoe. An interesting build now. No joke. Everything is expensive. Okay. We go for the sticky fingers situation. Had I done this before they played the clone crafter, that would have been so amazing, because then it just whiffs. Yeah, that doesn't do anything at all. We do not have a way to reanimate though. That's rough. Let's keep chattering. Opponent doesn't even know what the commander does. They just wanted to play the Kasmina. Transmutation. Okay. That's not it. We're in a bit of a pickle here. We didn't have the anime dead. And Tasha is not gonna do anything actually. There aren't creatures. Oh, the -2 is terrible. It does do something. I guess we scoop, because if Tasha -2s, we're instantly dead. But I'm gonna make them do it. I'm still running the Snowlands, even though there's no reason for it. Okay, now that's the Roscoe I know. That's more like it. Hopefully that keeps them distracted from Tasha's -2. Because Nyx Bloom Ancient or Necromancer. Yeah, Necromancer I guess is the least problematic. But I guess that's GG. We didn't find it. Now we're up against Olivia Crimson Bride. Flying Haste reanimates creatures. Okay. Reanimate versus reanimate. Razketh in the hand though. It's terrible. We have the reanimate, we have the disruption, and we do not have the extra creature. So one piece missing. There's always that one piece missing. Okay, they go for the hand disruption. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Green and command. It's an instant, so we don't have to do it now. We could counter a loyalty ability. Unlikely. They do nothing. Okay. They do something. They ramp. I'm gonna make some critters and gain life, I guess. We can even attack with the squares next turn, just for lols. Oh, that's pretty good actually. It's pretty good. Nothing to do here, I guess. We don't have the one that foretells. This doesn't do anything, so we need to Stickfingers for 3 equals X, so we need 2 more mana here. It's a little bit on the slow side. We didn't draw any good early ramp, because this is ramp, it's just not early. Opponent keeps digging. They haven't found a creature to reanimate. Right? Oh, they did find one. The Burning Rune Demon. Nothing to do here. Okay, we can pilfer now. That's huge. Let's take a look at that hand, if we may. Goldspan. Fast and the Furious. 3 damage to each creature without flying. That wrecks us. This also wrecks us, but it's 7 mana. And the dragon is kind of scary, but it doesn't wreck us. And they do have 5 mana. We do have the Tamio safe keeping in case they go for the Fast and the Furious. So I guess we take the dragon. Is that crazy? This is also a sorcery. So yeah, let's go for the dragon. Hopefully they go for the Furious here with Tamios. I don't think they will though. I don't think they think that's a good play, but it is. That's the best play they can do. Yeah, they go for Olivia. Problem is, they could get the dragon now. Tapped and attacking. Okay, that seems dangerous. Where's our creature hate? Holy shit. Let's go with this in the hand, because we don't want them to reanimate it. They're gonna have to play it out full price. Okay, we can go for Stickfingers. That's the good news. Is it gonna be too late though? Those squirrels can't block flying, so might as well attack. If we do have to block, then we'll block with old Stickfingers. That's fine. Okay, that's good. They are still gonna reanimate something here. Not gonna give them double strike though. Or they are. Am I dead? Hey, we're not. Oh yeah, we are. Never mind. Never mind. And one more game. We're up against Roscoe again. Let's try it again. No Tasha this time, hopefully. We have a way to return creatures from the graveyard. No hand disruption. Although Veil of Summer is nice. So I guess we'll keep because of that. We also don't have an extra creature here. We'll keep. I think the Veil of Summer is gonna make everything okay, hopefully. There's the reanimate we didn't need. I guess Evolving Wilds, because it's the one that comes in tapped. Let's go get us a forest for the Veil. Yeah, I'm still running the snow-covered lands, even though there's no reason to anymore. Pawn and ramps. Okay, that's huge actually. This is one of the pieces of the combo that we usually look for. Now we don't have to actually look for it. We do need to get to 5 mana though. And then next turn we can go off. Yeah, I don't think we can do something about the clock. We just let it happen, unfortunately. Is that good? 3 mana. Yeah. I mean, I could play this, but what does that accomplish? We don't have ramp, so maybe too many anime dead spells, but then we had the game that... Okay, that's terrible. We had the game where we didn't find one of the reanimate spells. So maybe we could, I don't know, maybe add some tutors, I guess, is another option. Like, instead of some of these anime dead spells, and get either ramp. But if you're tutoring for a ramp, then that's not great, is it? That's what I thought, and that's why I took off the tutors, because if you're gonna tutor for a ramp spell, then that's not really great. Guess we could go with this just to do something. Oh, there's some ramp, but I guess it's too late now, because we can't channel it. We need 2 mana, and this comes in tapped. It is a creature though, and maybe we should have played this land, because we need 5 mana next turn. Opponent is going nuts. We found the ramp. Thing is, this is one of the pieces of the combo that you look for, so I don't want to throw it in there as a land, because that's going to speed up the combo process. If we draw an untapped land here, then I still have hope. Opponent's just doing whatever they want. This is Roscoe's Christmas land. I guess we do have an extra mana from the Mox, which is interesting. Does that mean we can go off? I don't think we can. Not this turn. We could next turn. Let's just play it out, in case we need the Malakir Rebirth. Probably not. We need it for the Apprentice Necromancer. You tap it. Okay. But I don't think we're dead to damage here. Clock's not even close to 12. We take 9. Okay, that's fine. I guess opponent has some counter spells they want to resolve. Let's see. Number of creatures that died this turn. They didn't kill Stickfingers, so we can use Stickfingers as a tutor. Oh, that's huge. We have a lot of pieces of the combo in hand, so we don't need to look for them. It's pretty good. Do we mill cards, or doesn't matter, right? They're gonna counter whatever we do here though, and that's the problem. And then we're dead. Sadness. No hand disruption. We had Veil of Summer, but we used it to protect the defense grid. Maybe that was incorrect. Do you think we get another turn? Probably not. So that's GG. We're back after the games, and we definitely need some more practice with this deck. We had some mixed results, but I think we didn't play correctly some of the times. So I guess with a little bit more practice, we're gonna be able to really make this deck pop off. Let me know if you have any ideas on how to improve it though, and we'll see you in the next one. GG.